Well, hello there, beautiful people. It's me, Jazzy Mac, and I have so many awesome jobs today. We've got no phones, we've got data entry, part-time positions, even overnight positions. And yes, these are going to be completely beginner friendly and they will not require any experience. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you got gaps in your resume, you're returning back to the workforce, this is going to be for you. Now, the reason why I wanted to start with Sedgwick is because so many people got the Sedgwick job from the previous video. So I am just super excited for you because this is one of those roles or companies that pretty much have benefits, even if you work part-time. And there are so many companies out there that do not offer part-time benefits. So let's go ahead and hop into these opportunities. But first, I have to do a shout out for all the people that I'm so freaking proud of. First up is Miss Priscilla. She said, "Hi, Jazzy. I used your resumes to apply for multiple jobs and was finally able to get a job offer from CVS. I start July 10th. Thank you so much, Jazzy." Congratulations to you, Priscilla. We love it. We're proud of you. Let us know how it goes. And then Good Vibe said, "Hey, Jazzy, I applied for the position with Aya Healthcare, took the assessment, spoke with a recruiter in 30 minutes, and then had a 30-minute interview with the hiring manager. And then they came back just today and said, listen, my start date is June 20th. Thank you so much, Queen. Your resume and interview tips are on point." By the way, if you need a resume, I literally create these resumes for you. I pre-write them. I add all of the words that need to be added for you to pass the ATS system. So all you're going to have to do is go underneath the title of this video, click on more, and you'll see that drop down, and then you'll be able to sign up for the subscription if you don't already have it. So congratulations to you. I'm excited for you. And then Miss Asia said, "Hey, Jazzy, I truly appreciate all the resources you've provided. They've been a godsend. I applied for one of the Cash App positions and just went on an interview with the recruiter. I'm happy to say I've been passed on to the second interview with the manager. This is my job. I'm claiming it." Congratulations to you because we are claiming this job with you. We hope you get it. We hope you get a 6-figure offer. We can't wait for good news. So good luck to you. And then Miss LaShawn said, "Hey, Jazzy, I wanted to thank you for all you do. I used your interview tips last week to transfer to another department. I was offered the job yesterday. I know your tips helped, especially the magic one." Now that's a tip that I talk about in the interview video. "What would you change?" question. So the interview panel thought that was a great question and really got them thinking. Congratulations. And then lovely Lori said that she was using the interview tips video. This is the one. And that the two people were stumped with the questions that I told her to ask. And so she came back today and said, "Jazzy just came back to report I got the job with Cigna, start in 2 weeks. Thanks again for the interview tips and resume templates." Congratulations to you. Y'all just make my little heart so happy. Seriously, y'all make my day. So let's go ahead and get into these opportunities and let's get you all some jobs because y'all need some money. Okay, the first job that we have is going to be the part-time position for Sedgwick. Now, this says it is a weekend entry-level position, okay? And I want to emphasize that this is truly, truly, truly beginner-friendly. If you go through this job requirement, it says no prior experience is required. They're going to train you. I think it's for 5 or 6 weeks. They absolutely train you. So this is a part-time job. It's weekend friendly. It's very beginner friendly. We've talked about that before, and they've got other positions for second shift or evening shift if you're looking for something that's a little bit more flexible. Again, they are going to absolutely train you. They will provide you the equipment. They provide you with an office setup. So this is something you can do part-time or you can do it full-time. Sedgwick's a great company. I would not sit around waiting on that too long because Sedgwick is going to go quickly. It goes very quickly every time we talk about it. Now, looking at the next position, a lot of you all missed out on the American Express the last time that we did it. It's back. So I would encourage you to hurry up and apply for this. Okay. So when it comes to American Express, what we're looking at right now is going to be the specialized travel counselor role. Okay. If I think a bunch of people have been saying that they work like for a travel agency or that they used to do booking reservations for like Marriott. So this is kind of similar in the sense that you're going to be helping people book their travel, or you might be answering questions related to hotel accommodations or air accommodations, things of that nature. And you might help them, upgrade if they're like getting a rental car, things of that nature. So what I love about this is that you could be doing it by phone, or you could be doing it by email or chat. So I know a bunch of people are like, Jazzy, I got kids at home. I got to do email or I have to do chat. So definitely ask the recruiter which one. I would, just say my preference is to do email if possible. But yeah, so this is another company that's known for providing you training. So if you don't have that travel experience, it's not going to be a deal breaker because they train you. Like every company that we're going to talk about today offers training, and their pay is pretty good. It's going to be $20 to $35 per hour based on your experience. So obviously, if you've worked in the travel industry, you can get closer to that $30 or $35 per hour mark. If you're a little bit newer, then you're probably going to be in the 20 something range. They also get annual performance bonuses in addition to other bonuses. So this is just a great company to work for. Like American Express is so well known. Like once you have that on your resume, you literally can go like anywhere with American Express on your resume. So that's the first position. Now I've had people that have worked in collections, and I know generally working in collections does not pay a lot, but if you work for Amex as a revenue assurance and renewal specialist, you're not like going after people with like bad credit card debt. This is more so like working with internal clients. So these are people that actually do business with American Express. So you're going to be reaching out to more so like corporate clients to remind them of like any overdue payments that they might have and to collect on those payments. So it's great because again, you don't have to have a bunch of experience. If you worked in collections, that's great. If you've done any type of customer support or billing support, that's great as well. This job pays very well. Like if you've got true collections experience, you could literally be making almost six figures. Like how crazy is that? Because there are some collection jobs that literally pay like $10 an hour. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. So if you've got that collection experience, you need to like really, really hone in on this job. Like the minimum that they pay is $46,000, which is so good for a role like this. And this is also a great role to get into if you're trying to get into like technical sales or any type of sales job, period. This is going to be perfect, like beginner experience because you're working as a renewal specialist. And that's what a lot of people do in sales. So $100,000 for telling people that their accounts are past due. I will take it. So hop on this job. Yes, the resumes are already done for you. Now, this job for United Health Group had you all in such a choke hold. Like some of y'all got in it like on time, but a bunch of you all missed it. And I hate that you missed it because United Health Group is one of those few health companies that like pay really, really well for beginners. So these are going to be more of the data entry roles. I know a lot of you still want data entry roles. Some of you don't want to be on phones. And what's cool is they allow you to work from anywhere within the United States. So no, there's not a restriction on like California or New York, anything like that. You can totally work from anywhere in the US, right? So let's look at the associate enrollment representative, okay? The enrollment eligibility representative. So what do they do? It says that they are responsible for preparing, processing, and maintaining member or group enrollment. So they might answer inbound calls from customers or provide support to customers. Hold tight. I know we said no phones. That's coming next. But yeah, they're basically going to do enrollment. So if you've ever had to enroll in health benefits, you're kind of like familiar with this already. But they work in databases. They do electronic filing of records, things things of that nature. This is a great job for beginners because, as I've said before, this is also a job that is going to train you. I think they provide 6 weeks of training is what I remember reading. So this job is going to go from $16 to about $27 per hour. Again, that's going to depend on the amount of experience that you have. Now, for those of you that do have a little bit more experience, what you're going to do if you wanted to work as an enrollment why can't I say that? Eligibility representative. Again, this is anywhere in the US. This job is going to be a little bit more focused on supporting Medicare and Medicaid. So you're going to do more of data entry because this is researching errors that result as someone is like enrolling in insurance. If they typed in their name incorrectly, maybe their birth date was incorrectly, you're going to be the person that's like checking for those types of errors. So it's kind of like an auditing job in a sense. And you would send that correspondence to those members to say, hey, looks like your birth date is incorrect. So could you go ahead and make that change and then resubmit it to us? Or we weren't able to verify your birth date. So could you, get that resubmitted so that we can verify your enrollment status? So again, this one isn't talking on the phones per se. It is just more so like auditing and making sure that the person's information matches with what's in the CMS. And this role is going to start at $16 and go up to $31 per hour. So very, very good pay for you to be doing like some data entry and like verifying people's information. Like that's a lot of money to start out with. Another job that is going to be more data entry friendly is going to be the Senior Enrollment Quality Audit Representative. So they're going to audit lots of those enrollment forms submitted by customers. They kind of analyze those forms. They track the records of those forms. And ultimately, they're doing quality reviews and they're doing some documentation. So they're not on the phone with customers. They're just kind of reviewing things and making sure that things are being securely documented and submitted to the appropriate groups for processing. So again, this is going to be more of a senior role, so it pays a little bit more. It goes from $18 to $36 per hour. And as I've said before, all of these jobs are going to provide equipment, they provide training, and they also provide benefits. So this is going to be perfect for a lot of you all that are just starting out or just returning back into the workforce. And don't forget, Walgreens is hiring. I literally had a bunch of you tell me, like literally one day after the Walgreens video was posted, many of you had already gotten calls from recruiters. Like Walgreens has part-time and full-time positions available. And what's awesome is like they will train you and pay for you to get like your technician license, or if you want to get different certifications with Walgreens, they actually pay for it. So if that's the field that you want to go into, you want to go into like pharmacy technician stuff, you want to go into any type of like, case management, like this is where you would start and have that customer or not customer, have the company actually pay for it. And just so you know, you can ignore the location because they are fully remote. So you can work from that location or you can work, as it says here, in your own home office, right? So that is going to do it for our work from home opportunities today. I am just like super excited for a lot of you because y'all are like killing it. Y'all are getting these jobs. You're putting out all this positive energy and it's coming back to you. So I'm proud of you. Like, listen, all you have to do is think positively and the rest will take care of itself. So until then, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.